you're alone this holiday season, I know that a lot of people get lonely during the holidays and even beyond because they're not with their family or their friends. Throw in a pandemic or new variants and viruses, and it's a loneliness epidemic all on its own. In this video, I'm going to show you 8 ways that you can enjoy your me time and make the most of it, just in case it helps you or someone you know, even just a little. So stay tuned. Hi there, I'm Cyn Meyer, a life coach for older adults and the founder of Second Wind Movement. Pandemic aside, it's already super easy to feel isolated and disconnected. However, with some effort, there are ways to stay connected and find joy this holiday season and beyond. Let's dive into 8 coping tips to help you make the most of spending any time alone. Before diving into any activities, it's first important to acknowledge your feelings. When you're spending the holidays or any time alone, it's only natural to feel a range of emotions, from loneliness and sadness to happiness and even peace. So acknowledge your feelings, whatever they may be, and give yourself the space to experience them without judgment or avoidance. Research shows that mixed feelings and emotions, taking the good with the bad, can improve your health because you're letting anything that normally gets stuck or clogged in your nervous system through instead of denying them. And if you realize that you're riddled by only negative emotions, take a step back and reframe everything with our next tip. Number 2, practice gratitude. This one is so powerful and helpful, and honestly, it doesn't matter if you're surrounded by people or alone and recluse. It's a hot topic for a reason. Gratitude is a simple yet effective practice that can leave you feeling cheerful immediately. Studies show that expressing gratitude and visualizing your best possible self immediately boosts your mood. Take it a step further and actually take time to notice it and feel it in your body and be mindful of what it feels like from a physical standpoint. Another study from 2018 reveals that the stronger the feeling is in your body, the stronger the feeling is in your mind. Either way, take the time to reflect on all the positive things in your life, from the minute, tiny details to the bigger things, and then actively celebrate them. Once you've had your daily practice of gratitude, tip number 3 is to share some holiday cheer. It might take some extra effort up front to get going, but once you do, volunteering and giving back is a great way to escape loneliness. Volunteering not only gets you out of the house, but you can also connect and engage with other people and enjoy the benefits of giving back, which one of them is literally giving you an oxytocin hit in your brain so that you'll feel good when you help others. You're built for gratitude and giving back. You might also find that volunteering gives you some perspective on what really matters depending on the situation, and that's always helpful in boosting your mood. If you want some remote ideas, check out our resources on virtual volunteering opportunities. Like with anything we ever suggest, the most important factor is to make sure the activity energizes you rather than depletes you, which means carefully taking time to consider options that authentically align with you and steering clear of just blindly following what you think you should do, whether it's like a popular volunteer organization or something that someone else suggested. The best way to take care of yourself is to listen to the ideas that come from within. Which brings us to tip number 4, prioritize self-care. If you're tempted to sit in front of a screen and get trapped into the vortex, try to redirect your attention inward and focus on self-care and connecting with your authentic self. It sounds cheesy, but it is so real. There are plenty of ways for you to take care of yourself, whether it's as simple as taking it slow and reading a book that you've always wanted to read, or journaling and reflecting on the year, planning out some exciting activities for your future, or calling someone for support, spending a few extra bucks to treat yourself to a special meal, or finally catching up on your sleep. Whatever it may be very intentional and mindful of your self-care activities. The more intentional and planned out, the better your self-care practice will keep your emotional health boosted and in check. You deserve and you need self-love, and the single most important necessary way to connect with others better is to connect with yourself. So don't slack on self-care. It'll give you more energy overall because you're more aligned with your authentic self. And when you have that extra energy, you can better partake in tip number 5, set new goals. Think about the one thing that you want to achieve this season. We highly recommend the SMART goal method, which is popular for a reason. It keeps you from setting lofty, unattainable goals, and it gives you a basis for being super specific. So the more specific you are, the more attainable your goal is. If you're not sure about which goals to set, grab a copy of our Finding Clarity workbook to help guide your topic. I'll leave a link for that below this video in the description. And then after you get clear on your goal, it's all about taking consistent micro steps toward your goal. If you're familiar with our content, you know that my mantra is consistency is everything, which means we're not talking about setting the typical New Year's resolutions and letting them fly high on the priority list for like a month and then falling flat. It's about taking an incremental and intentional daily micro step that gives you a consistent practice. For example, if your goal is fitness related, walking for 5 minutes every day is way more powerful than once a week for an hour. This is how you show up for yourself daily, where just something small gives you enough excitement and energy and achievement to continue. You build from there and see where it takes you. And tip number 6 is to fill up your calendar. Again, not just with anything, but with activities, events, and people that energize you. It's an excellent way to distract your mind from those feelings of isolation. Maybe you have that one hobby or project that's been lingering on the back burner for a while. Take some time to invest in learning something new or completing the project that you've been putting off, only if it excites you. But also take the time to actually be alone and enjoy your own company. While keeping busy is a great way to fight loneliness, it's more important to really connect with yourself. I know I sound like a broken record. If you're someone who has trouble feeling at ease and content, independent of anyone or anything else, try filling your calendar with mindfulness activities. Whether it's meditating, journaling, doing yoga, stretching, or breathing exercises, mindfulness is, in my book, the most powerful way to connect with yourself and stay grounded in the present. It's a popular buzzword for a reason. It's hugely powerful. And even if you're spending the holidays alone, tip number 7 is to go all out and make the holidays feel magical. Play some old holiday hits and decorate your home to lift your spirits, even if you and Facebook are the only ones who will see the holiday decorations. And then cozy up on the couch with a cup of hot cocoa and give yourself a gift. Yes, like actually wrap it up and open it on Christmas Day. And if you feel silly giving yourself a gift, you're not the only one to treat yourself. In fact, 25% of adults treat themselves for Christmas every year. So put on your festive sweater, have some fun with it, and indulge yourself to feel the holiday spirit. And finally, number 8 is to connect virtually. Today's world is super virtual. So you can always video chat, Zoom, FaceTime. It doesn't matter if you just call someone or you go all out and host an online holiday party. Virtual connections are just as rewarding as in-person ones. I know they're not the same, but they are as effective. And you can always refer to this handy article to stay connected during social distancing for guidance. No matter what happens, it's about taking care of yourself by first connecting with yourself and then reaching out. Remember that you are loved and that you're not alone, even if someone is physically absent. We hope you find our 8 tips helpful. And to recap, number 1 is acknowledge your feelings, practice gratitude, volunteer and give back. Number 4 is prioritize self-care, set new goals that are both specific and attainable. Number 6 is fill up your calendar, make it magical, and connect virtually. If it does get tough, you can always reach out to us at help@secondwindmovement.com. We're here to help you thrive during retirement and every life phase. Please like, comment, and share this video with anyone else who's spending the holidays alone or anytime alone. Your engagement with this video helps us do our job better of producing more helpful content that helps older adults live their best life full of purpose and passion. Sending you so much love. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.